Hey guys, MF Gaming. Today I'm going to be playing Fate Stay Night. It's a virtual novel. I've never played the virtual novel. I don't know if it has a manga out there. I know there is an anime that has a bunch of spin-offs and other things. I've not watched any of it. I don't really know anything besides about the lore. I just heard about it. You know, it's really long, complex. So I'm looking to give it a play. We're going to be playing through Fate, just Fate. I'm not going to be going into any of the other side ones because I feel like that would take a lot of time. So maybe if I can get through this series first. So since I'm starting to come back to making videos, I'm going to try to make an entire Fate series. It's going to take me like a while, I'm pretty sure, because the game is super long. But let's get right into it anyways. Quick note, I am going to be reading this. I'm already really bad at English, and I can barely read, like I was saying. I'm also not a voice actor, so don't expect me to be doing some really crazy voices. I'm just going to be reading it. It was a thrust like lightning. A spear head thrust to pierce my heart. Trying to dodge it would be useless. Being lightning, it is invisible to the human eye. Quick thing. It's kind of like stupid right there, in my opinion. Like, I'm just gonna make a quick note. It was like lightning, and then saying being lightning. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know. Long story short, I don't know if it's lightning or not. But the lightning that tries to pierce me is repelled by the moonlight that tries to save me. Clang. A beautiful sound. No, the sound before me is heavier than steel. The armor she is wearing is not beautiful at all, as unrefined as the cold night. I think she's just wearing a rock. It's heavier than steel, unrefined. It's literally just a rock in my mind right now. The sound wasn't beautiful at all. It was actually the sound of steel. Wait, what? It's just the night is beautiful enough to turn into a charming sound like bell. I ask of you, are you my master? She asks in a voice that lights up the darkness. I have come forth in response to your summons. From this time forward, my sword shall be with you, and your fate shall be with me. Now our contract is complete. I'm sorry for talking over like that voice there. I'm gonna stop that. If there is a voice, I'm gonna let it do its thing and then I'll read it. I can't believe it already said the title, Fate, right there. Yes, the contract has been completed when she chose me as her master. I'm sure I swore to help her too. The moonlight still lights up the darkness. As if following the night's example, the shed again falls silent. So I guess we're in a shed. Kinda weird to just now mention that. Time has stopped. The scene lasts less than a second. But I'll remember the scene vividly even when I've gone to hell. He knows he's going to hell. I can respect that, you know what I'm saying? The face slightly turned, the quiet green eyes. The instant becomes an eternity. The blue outfit symbolizing her sways in the wind. A faint blue light filters in. The golden hair shines in the moonlight. Fate. This story is from 10 years ago, starting with a flashback. I'm watching someone I know very well. A tall man with a deep-featured face, who to my knowledge has never told a joke, is patting my head. No, that's not quite right. I guess he doesn't know how much strength to use, so to be more accurate, he is grabbing my head and mashing it around. That's kind of weird. I think there's a difference between patting someone's head and like physically grabbing their head like a basketball and like gorilla throwing them around, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's only to be expected. After all, that's the first time he's ever patted my head. I'll have to get going now. God damn it, I did it again. Alright, from this point on, I will not talk over these voice lines. You know what to do now, right? I answered the deep voice with a polite yes. The man patting my head nods once, lets go, and stands up. So that was it. If I had known that it was our final moment together, I would have made him laugh with my best jokes. I had practiced telling jokes a lot and hoped that I could bring a smile to his face, his grave face. Pretty sure this is a female we are looking at. I don't think she's funny. I guess you could say I was sad and that I couldn't tell her any of them. Put the association in your debt by the time you're mature. I'll let you decide what to do after that. God damn it. I don't know if I'm fighting. I don't know what my... God damn it. Alright, I'm done. I'm actually done doing it. I'm not gonna do it ever again. I guess only some characters have voice lines. Like the guy in this scene, not the girl. Let's just get into it. Even though he said such things, I guess he was still worried. He told me about the heirloom jewels, the jewels inherited from the master, and how to manage the basement. As he was telling me all the things I didn't know yet, I realized even as a child that most likely he would never be coming back. Kinda sad. Rest in peace to the guy. A war had started. Not a war between countries, but a war between people. But the only ones at war were 7 people. That's stupid. Is it like, if it's literally like 7 people, that's not even like a war. That's like that's just a brawl. Like, you know what I'm saying? In a situation like this, the word war should be unsuitable. But here, it's a different story, as the ones in conflict are Magi. Okay. The 7 Magi, each from a different faction, had started to compete for unknown reasons and killed each other in unknown ways. The man standing before me was one of them. He too was in a position to kill or be killed. He must have known more keenly than I did that his time was near. Time to kill or time to be killed? Alright, I'm not even gonna read that. Alright, every time there's voice lines, I'm not gonna read the line. It's already like read, even though it's in Japanese. I trust you guys can read it in that time. Once more, he patted my head and left. That was the end. That was the last time I saw the man who entered the Holy Grail War as a master and died. The man who was my teacher as well as my father. Take care, father. I see him off politely. I knew I was on the verge of crying, but I shed no tears. I loved him. He was a great father and a great magus. Magus? I don't know how to say that word. Like I said at the beginning, I can't read, bro. Among magus. I'm just gonna say magus and magi. They're only obstinate people. In this world, I don't think anyone had a better character than his. He taught me as a teacher and loved me as a father. That's why I decided to choose my path according to what he left me in the end. Rin, the Holy Grail will eventually appear. I read that backwards at the end. Long story short, doesn't matter. He already read it out. You guys can read it. In the end, he left me those words as magus? I'm just gonna say magus. And not as a father. That is why at that moment, my path was determined. It's only natural for a student to follow the words of their teacher. Since then, through many twists and turns, I, Tosaka Rin, have matured. It has been 10 years since the winter day on which my father went to war. I haven't exactly been waiting for this moment, but I am excited. That's only natural. The event I have never forgotten about is about to start. January 31st. Starts off with a ringing ring. Phone? Something is ringing.
うるさい。止まれ。
Shut up. Stop it. I guess it's I expect that to be yelled, but there's no exclamation point, so I guess I can understand. The sound doesn't stop. It rings louder, as if I'm an enemy.
はいよもう。昨日は遅くまでやってたんだから。
It should let me sleep in a bit longer. No, it has to let me sleep in. I was deciphering my father's will until early this morning. I've used up too much magical energy. I don't understand that line. Use too much magical energy, and your father's will. It's been 10 years. You know what I'm saying? 10 years and you're just now deciphering it? Unless you've been deciphering it for 10 years now. Kinda stupid. Kinda stupid in my opinion right there. In other words, my mind and body are dead tired.
まあもう。融通の利かないやつ。
The alarm clock doesn't speak my language. So why does the ringing sound like it's telling me you're going to be late?
遅刻。
Late. Being late is bad. Though that depends on the situation. I'm a good student, but maybe I can get to school at the last moment just for today. That's
そうそう。あらかじめ30分ずらして目覚ましをセットしたんだから。あと30分は眠れるはず。
huh. Isn't that strange?
30分ずらして。
Look at the alarm clock drowsily. The clock is pointing exactly at 7. I usually get up at 6:30. So the spare 30 minutes have already been used up. Oh, why can't I think when I wake up? I stare at the alarm clock for several seconds, shutting it off, deciding to get out of bed. I would never do that. I would not take my time staring at an alarm clock. Like, it's been several seconds that they just now stared at it. They've probably been, like, there in that situation for at least, like, 30 seconds, probably. I'm, like, hitting that as soon as I wake up. I won't even, like, you gotta be stupid, too, also, to be like, shut up, clock, shut up. Passing through the cold hallway, I enter the cold living room, because everywhere is cold. It's 7 o'clock on the last day of January. Fuyuki City is usually pretty warm in the winter, but this morning, it's cold as any other city. I can even see my breath indoors, and on top of that, there's no one else in the house to warm it up.
暖房暖房。
Heater, heater. Summoning a magic heater using magic? I don't know. Turning on the heater, I head to the bathroom. At times like this, living on your own is inconvenient. If there were someone to wake me up before, the living room would be warm by now. I wash my face at the sink. I brush my long hair and get ready. It's cold as a cold morning and a cold sink. Like I said, everything is cold. Just gonna stay cold. The only advantage is that the cold water clears your sleepiness completely. I don't know if you hear anything right now, but I'm currently fighting a goddamn cat that won't leave my chair alone right now. I tie my ribbon and I'm all ready. All I have to do is eat breakfast and head out. Looking at the clock, it's only a bit past 7. I'm a bit disappointed.
なんだ。これなら走っていく必要もないか。
Then again, I would never do anything as clumsy as running to school anyway. It is custom of the Tosaka family to act with composure and elegance at all times. taking a custom like that seriously must mean that the family originated from a very high class background indeed. I'm gonna leave the video off here with me going through the portal. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment if you want more of this series, or just tell me what you think about it, or if I should play any of the other games or the other storylines in the game.